Hello everyone and welcome to another video. It's your girl Scarlett, and today I am actually going to play one of the tomorrow's Catch 22 series card, and this time I'll be playing Zayne's Immediate Disorder. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that should be what it's called. I am happy to say I will be playing this in English, but because of that, I feel like I need to be careful. If past history is not to be repeated, as in my video gets taken down just because I'm watching it in English, I'm gonna have to like blur a few things, I'm guessing, because I still don't know what's in store for me when I play this card, so let's see. But anyway, let's just jump right to it. Synopsis to New Life. Wow, that is so short and to the point. Okay, starting now. Oh, we're starting off with running. Perfect. Oh, wow, okay. We're starting off with a scary scene. Perfect.
That damn predator didn't catch up, right?
Oh boy. Oh shit, right, I forgot. Not only is it scary that they're predators, but the fact that this predator happens to be an evil user. Not to mention an ice evil user. Oh my god, nightmares. Oh. Ooh.
Ah! It's you, Warden.
Huh?
So you were the predator this whole time, Zayne. I'll have you know I donated money to build a statue in front of the city hall. I'm Lincoln's most
dead councilman ever. Oh shit. The ice shards pierce his body and silence him. Why is he okay?
I don't need to know that.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, but goosebumps. Why is he hunting him down? There has to be a reason, because it didn't seem like he was frenzied. Huh? Eh? Oh. Troubled, I stare at the words Case Closure Report form on my computer screen. My junior leans over from her workstation and calls out to me in a low voice. Shh, we're still in the office. The bureau chief might nag you if he hears you.
Okay, Miss Enforcer.
Okay.
I heard the bureau chief say the serial killer we're investigating murdered the councilman yesterday.
Serial killer? This is... wow, it's really bringing back Dawnbreaker. Wasn't he considered a serial killer? It's so sad how even in an AU, bits of their anecdotes and myths still sort of like reflect into it. It's like they can't escape it, and it's so sad. Damn!
They also said they're closing the case and won't pursue it any further.
Why? Oh, why does this keep happening? I turn my attention to the serial killer's file and start reading it. The suspect is male, real name unknown. The Lincoln City Bureau of Investigation, or LCBI, gave him the codename Galen. Over the past 5 years, Galen has been responsible for numerous crimes targeting political figures and business tycoons. Huh, so he only kills rich and powerful people. In addition, there have been eyewitnesses reports of Galen killing predators who have lost their minds across Lincoln. Wow, this is so Dawnbreaker. After conducting multiple on-site investigations, the LCBI has determined that Galen isn't an ordinary person. He's a predator, an SSS Class 1 to be exact. This is the highest threat level one can achieve.
Whenever we're halfway through an investigation, they close the case. But Galen is strange too.
Galen?
He's a predator, yet he's killing other predators.
Do they not normally do that? Okay, interesting. Have you finished analyzing the security camera footage I asked you to check a few days ago?
I have. Take a look at this. The last trace of Galen shows him passing by Oxo Clinic in the Southern District.
What? Hearing the familiar name, I can't help but freeze for a moment.
Yeah, it's Oxo Clinic. Is there a problem?
Oh. It's nothing. Did the security cameras get a clear image of the serial killer?
I'm afraid not. He seems to know the area well and managed to avoid them.
Ooh, if MC is smart.
What do you think? Is it possible that Galen used to live in the Southern District?
You have a point. If it really is him. Oh, I see.
But the footage is from last year. We couldn't find him back then, so Can we even track him down with this?
Okay, so in this world, MC seems to already have some sort of connection with Zayne, and maybe they've met and then they grew apart? I don't know. I pull out a stack of papers from my desk and flip through them. These are the files of Galen's victims that I've been investigating. Whether they're well-known businessmen or political figures, all the victims have one thing in common. They're assholes. I'm just kidding. After the Predator virus outbreak 5 years ago, they were involved in its secondary transmission. They even What is this word? Profiteered. Oh, profited. Okay. Profiteered from the situation. The killer's motive is now obvious. Ah, he's trying to wipe out the people involved in the whole Predator outbreak. Because from what we learn in Xavier's card, it seems that Ever was the reason that this whole Predator contamination outbreak came to be. So I guess Zayne is looking into it and he's killing them? Like as a punishment? Damn. The murdered councilman from last night was one of them. Investigating Galen will inevitably uncover the shady deals of powerful figures. No wonder the LCBI keeps insisting I close the case immediately. Cowards. Ah, right, because they're scared of backlash. Got it. My phone buzzes. A travel ad pops up on the illuminated screen. I tap on it and a scene unfolds. Vast snowfields, spruce trees covered in fresh snow, and a snowman wearing a scarf. Maybe I should just walk away from this. Why should I care about what happens in Lincoln? It's interesting because MC in the Lincoln timeline that we know, she really cares about the city. But in here, it feels like she has no, I don't know, attachments to the city. I might as well move to a place that hasn't been touched by the Predator virus and live a carefree life. I can start over from scratch. I sigh and my gaze falls onto the surveillance footage my subordinate gave me once more. It was the only lead on Galen and the LCBI managed to obtain in the past 5 years. It's been a long time since I heard the name 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙧𝙨. Zayne, I wonder where he is now. After careful consideration, I pick up my motorcycle keys from the desk and stand up.
Are you going to investigate 𝙤𝙬𝙧𝙨 Clinic?
You're a smart one, aren't you, junior colleague? I give a small smile and gently guide her back to her seat. I'm taking some time off. Can you let our chief know? Wow, how nice. They can just take time offs whenever they want. I went to 𝙤𝙬𝙧𝙨 Clinic. Of course she did. Of course, I can't openly admit I'm investigating a case that was ordered to be closed, especially when it involves many crucial secrets. The streets of the Southern District feel strange yet familiar. Before long, I find myself standing in front of 𝙤𝙬𝙧𝙨 Clinic. As I push open the dust-covered glass door, it feels like a switch is flipped in my mind. Oh, nostalgic music. Fragments of memories rush in at the same time. It all started 5 years ago. At the time, I wasn't an enforcer in the Northern District. I was a bounty hunter scraping by in the Southern District. I took whatever jobs I could get. Oh, okay. In an unexpected turn of events, I was bitten and wounded by a predator. Oh! Did MC turn also? I spent what felt like an eternity searching for a clinic, clutching my injury. I finally collapsed at the doorstep of 𝙤𝙬𝙧𝙨 Clinic. Oh yeah, it's 𝙤𝙬𝙧 Clinic now, not 𝙤𝙬𝙧 Hospital. So I guess this is a different place. The pain slowly subsided. It seemed my wound was treated and bandaged. Oh, he's wearing...
You're awake.
Wait. Zayne in this outfit and the wolf cut is, wow. Gosh. We must, impress this absolutely gorgeous doctor. In stark contrast to the gentle hands that had carefully treated my injury, their owner's face was as emotionless as a glacier. Was I unconscious for a long time? You're...
Zayne. And to answer your previous question, it's been 3 hours.
Damn.
That's a long time, I believe.
From what I know, because I used to have fainting spells. Apparently fainting for more than, like, I guess a minute. I forgot there was a time. If they're out cold for more than 3 to 5 minutes, then it's concerning. Or was it even more than a minute? I can't remember. I thought doctors were supposed to have good bedside manners. This guy didn't even get the memo. My eyes drifted from the open until 10 o'clock p.m. sign on the wall to the clock. It was midnight. Oh, how sweet. I mean, he's a doctor, so... My gaze then shifted to the side room where I saw several pet carriers of various sizes. Oh! A kitten suddenly jumped onto Zayne's shoulder. Oh, the cats are okay with Zayne in this timeline. Oh, it leaned down to look me straight in the eye. Oh, am I in a vet clinic? Oh, so Axel Clinic is a vet.
Behave. And get down, please.
Yes, sir. I'm sure he wasn't talking to me, but yes, sir. Oh. Looks like he treats cats better than people. I moved my arm a little before getting up to leave. A bottle of medicine was quickly thrust in front of me.
Take these when the pain becomes severe. No more than 2 a day.
Whoa, this medicine looks expensive. No thanks, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't afford to buy it.
It's free.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Huh? What? He places the medicine bottle in my hand. Huh? What exactly? My sentiments exactly.
I saw your patient profile in the system. Your birthday is the same as today's date.
Oh, okay.
Consider it a gift. But judging by your expression, some of that information isn't accurate.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. In Xavier's card, she just put whatever date just for the system to register her, right? So she doesn't really know her own birthday. Zayne is right. It's a date I randomly made up when filling out forms as a kid. I can't believe it's actually today. As I looked at the bottle of medicine in my hand, which was elevated to a gift, I hesitated. Then I decided to keep it to myself. I reacted that way because this is the first time I ever received a birthday gift.
I see. Well, you can go now.
Damn. Well, shit. He was like, who cares, bitch? Out. It's closing time. His dismissal was so sudden that it stunned me. Before I can fully process what happened, Zayne's back already faced me. He was seated at a microscope, and I couldn't help but reveal a small, bewildered smile. Thank you for the gift, Dr. Zayne. The date might be made up, but what I said was true. This was the first birthday gift I've ever received. Aww. MC, I just want to hug her and just like pat her hair and give her smooches. Like, oh, MC. I have a secret. Hell yeah, girl, you do. A few years ago, a radiation leak in a lab in the Northern District triggered a wave of psychic disturbances that soon swept over Lincoln City, warping the minds of ordinary people and turning many into oh yes, it is. I should have just kept reading. Sorry. One bite from these predators was all it took to spread the infection, transforming others in their wake. Fear settled over the city, and in an instant, no one felt truly safe. However, I'm immune to the— Oh, of course. Our girl is always special, isn't she? Zayne discovered this while treating my wound. After that day, I found myself frequently visiting Axel Clinic to gauge Zayne's reaction. But he never said a word about it. He silently protected my secret. Okay. Through my frequent visits, I discovered something about this taciturn, seemingly aloof veterinarian. The fact that he's a veterinarian is just sort of like squeezing my heart a little. Zayne is also a predator. And just as he kept my secret, I remained silent about his condition. Our shared secrets brought us together at Axel Clinic. Even though Zayne rarely initiated a conversation, he never asked me to leave. Time flew just like that. Before long, I had to say goodbye to him. Oh, okay, so they did build some sort of rapport before then. Dr. Zayne? The familiar figure was still hunched over the microscope. I walked into Axel Clinic with my pet turtle in my arms. Zayne slightly tilted his head to glance at me. So this is still in the past.
Neither you nor the turtle appear to be injured. Why are you here?
I'm leaving. I wanted to say goodbye in person. His hand paused on one of the microscope's adjustment knobs. Zayne turned to face me.
Where?
Oh. I'll be heading to the Northern District, the LCBI. Here. I showed him my phone screen with the job offer from the LCBI with its official seal at the bottom. Oh. I wonder if there's something wrong even with the LCBI. For some reason, he was unusually quiet. Don't look so sad. I'm only moving to the Northern District. I'll still visit you whenever I can.
Give me your hand.
Okay. Why?
The LCBI staff frequently interact with the predators. To ensure their employees don't become one, they conduct routine blood tests. If you want to keep your secret, give me your hand.
What? Why? How? Okay. While I was skeptical, I trusted him. I offered him my hand. He quickly brought out a tourniquet and secured it around my arm. How do you know? It wasn't mentioned in the recruitment posters or the job offer.
Your turtle is about to fall off the table.
Even though I knew it was a distraction, I still turned to look. As I reached out with one hand to catch my turtle, Zayne swiftly inserted a needle into my other arm. Bright red blood slowly filled the syringe. I couldn't help but crack a joke. They say blood gets predators really riled up. You worked as a veterinarian for years. Has the sight of blood ever made you go into a frenzy? I also heard that some predators have an activator implanted in them. When they enter a frenzied state, finding that activator is the only way to calm them down. Do you have one, by any chance?
Are you certain you want to discuss this while I'm drawing your blood?
To be fair, I do question the choice of topic, MC. It's not like I have other predator friends to talk to.
Don't move.
Okay.
Also, you wouldn't be sitting here asking questions if I lost control that easily.
Once he was done taking my blood, he walked to a cabinet, retrieved a few small vials, and returned to his desk to mix something. A few minutes later, he gave me a bottle of capsules.
One capsule lasts 2 hours. It should be enough to get you through the medical examination.
You know, I secretly thought you lacked bedside manners when we first met.
If you're looking for a warm, kind-hearted doctor, try the clinic down the street. You might have better luck there.
Damn. Oh, that won't be necessary. Turns out my first impression was wrong. I have first-hand experience with your care now. It's just, you should smile a little more. You'll look more approachable then.
I'm too busy for that. Smiling isn't in my schedule.
You're smiling right now, sir. After tidying up his desk, Zayne walked to the building's entrance and flipped the open sign to close the clinic for the day. The sunlight outside was inviting. I sat on the steps by the clinic's entrance and tugged at Zayne's sleeve. I gestured for him to join me. Despite his apparent reluctance, he sat down next to me. Oh. Aren't you curious about why I want to join the LCBI?
If you want to tell me, you may.
You may, son of a... Rude. Well, I feel like Lincoln is my home. I grew up here, and I want to do something for it. Oh, okay. As a bounty hunter, I can only do so much, but as an enforcer, I might be able to make a difference. That's interesting. At the beginning, it seemed like she didn't have any sort of affection for the city, so I wonder what changed. Is it what tore them apart, maybe? I raised my hand until my fingers appeared to bridge the gap between the northern and southern districts. I touched the corner of the LCBI building in the distance.
The northern district is 100 times more dangerous than this place. Be careful.
I heard from other bounty hunters that you're from the northern district. Is that true?
Yes.
I guess we'll eventually run into each other in the northern district someday. It'll be something to look forward to, Dr. Zayne. After that, I was swept up in a whirlwind of work. I barely had a moment to catch my breath. It wasn't until my first vacation that I finally had the chance to return to the Southern District and visit Zayne. But he was gone. Axo Clinic was covered in a thick layer of dust. The aloof doctor vanished into the distant memories of my past just like that. Oh, I wonder. Okay, so they didn't really have a falling out or anything. Okay, so now this is the present. The reminiscing is done. Although it's been 5 years, the memories are as crisp and clear as a freshly printed document. Inside Axo Clinic, everything remains the same. Every piece of furniture and item is in the spot I remembered them being in, all familiar to me like the back of my hand. The investigation comes first. I scan the room, but before I can activate my iris scanner, the door behind me bursts open. So that's what it was. That scanning thing. That's her iris scanner. Okay, got it. I mean, I know it said iris scanner while we were scanning, but then I was like, whose iris? And then I realized just now that, of course, it must be MC's iris. Okay. That makes the rubbing and the touching a little more understandable. So she is actively scanning for the activator. But because players get to control it, it just did not feel like that's what we were doing. Who's there? In one swift motion, I draw my gun and turn. I aim my weapon at the intruder, but he sneers and raises his hand in mock surrender.
Really? Enforcer? You can't recognize your own colleagues now.
You sound like an asshole. Maybe that's why.
Oh, wait. You're not one of us anymore.
What? With a wave of his hand, the enforcer signals his teammates. I'm surrounded by a swarm of enforcers with their weapons pointed at me. What is going on? What do you think you're doing? Are you here to arrest me? Where's your warrant, and who authorized this? As if he's been waiting for me to ask that, the enforcer produces a formal document with an official stamp. Huh?
The LCBI has evidence of your involvement in smuggling an illegal substance, Frenzy Enhancer.
What? Well, yeah, literally. What? I never...
This is your termination notice. Your arrest warrant and order to apprehend you were signed by the bureau chief himself. Give up.
What? I try to resist, but it's pointless. I'm outnumbered in this situation. Someone framed me.
Save your excuses for prison. Who knows? Maybe our kind-hearted warden will be more amicable to your story.
Oh, did Zayne set this up so he would grab her? I'm guessing her life is in danger. I'm thinking, maybe. I don't know. I feel like this feels all like it's Zayne. Although, it's a little... How did he end up being a warden? But then they call him Galen, and I think he's like doing experiments. And he's been killing... Okay, so I previously mentioned in my theory video that I think he's trying to find a cure for predators. I don't know, I feel like in this timeline, this AU, Zayne might actually be a bit different. The LCBI usually interrogates suspects before transferring them to the prison. Throwing me into a cell like this, something's not right. As a theory forms in my mind, I can't help but let out a bitter laugh. First, they shut down my investigation, and then this happens. They must be desperate to cover up their schemes of profiting from the virus.
0905, out!
Damn, this prison guard. And well, damn. Why?
The warden wants you.
I begrudgingly follow the guards through the long corridor as we make our way to the second floor. Is this the game's version of catcalling?
You apart!
What?
Saves us the trouble.
What did she do to them? Why are they so... The prisoner's shrill taunts fill my ears. Annoyed, I shake my head. I look at the cells around me. Each one has a predator I arrested over the past 5... Okay, alright, that's why. I was wondering. Okay, that's why. They threw me into a den with my enemies. I guess they want me to disappear without a trace. You're getting on my nerves. Can't you all just shut... Ooh. Oh dear. A bone-chilling cold suddenly surges up from the ground. It's as if everything is frozen in place, yet I can move around freely. The shouting around me has stopped, but I don't know when that happened. Oh, so he froze all of them. Well, damn. Oh, yo, he's wearing that outfit? It's that outfit, isn't it? Oh, damn. Is that outfit from that card? Crap, I forgot what that card is called. From, the Oracle of Scams. Oh, jeez, okay. I'm ready to witness and perceive this version of Zayne. I am ready. On the second floor's corridor of the prison, a tall figure stands in the darkness. His face is obscured.
Silence!
Okay. Well, there. Okay. A biting chill permeates the air as the prisoners are frozen in thick layers of ice.
This is the punishment for not learning to keep your mouth shut.
Oh. Excuse me, sir.
Take her to my office.
I'm having very unholy thoughts in my head right now. He turns and leaves, and I only catch a glimpse of his retreating figure. His voice should give him away, MC. But that's all I need to recognize who he is. Okay, perfect. It's not another clueless, like, I wonder who he is. I feel like I recognize him. Like, sorry. You can imagine how annoyed I am with that kind of trope. Zayne? Why is he here? I want to see the outfit. Come on. Warden's office. Okay.
Sit down, and don't try anything funny while you wait. The warden will be here soon.
Okay. You shackled me to this chair. I can't move even if I wanted to. Feel like this background is a bit weird. Because, like, the prison place looked kind of decrepit and rusty. But then here it's, like, super sci-fi. Why is the music funny? I listen closely as the guard's footsteps fade away. Once I know he's gone, I quickly twist my wrist and free myself from the restraints. He really made sure they were tight. My wrists are killing me, and this chair is as comfortable as a rock. My eyes are drawn to the leather chair behind the desk. Without hesitating, I turn around and make myself comfortable. I cross my legs as I sit. Wow, okay, that's why. MC is... MC is ballsy. Now this is better. Zayne's office. Large stacks of files are meticulously arranged on the desk by size. A few loose papers are perfectly aligned at the corners. They're held in place with a paperweight. Paperweight. My right hand can easily reach the pen holder because of its current position. As I sit here, I can almost imagine Zayne's workday. From veterinarian at Axo Clinic to warden. It looks like he found his own path during these 5 years. I wheel the chair between the bookshelves and scan the contents. Amongst the tomes is a small box. It sticks out like a sore thumb. Are these candies? It seems across the universe, Zayne's love for sweeties never changed. Just as I lean in to get a closer look, footsteps resound outside the door. I rush back to my original chair and pick up the discarded restraints. Panicking, I try to put them back on so it looks like I never moved. Why? But I'm a second too late. As Zayne walks into the office, he sees I'm in the middle of wrapping the heavy restraints around my arms. Oh my gosh, this outfit on Zayne definitely suits him to be like... It really makes him feel like a warden.
What are you doing?
I'm helping you check to see if these are working properly. What about you? Why are you here? Being a veterinarian didn't work out, so you became a warden instead? To mask my guilt, I decided to go on the offensive and question Zayne first. Okay. I guess she's guilty for, like, investigating and maybe suspecting him to be the serial killer. Well, I mean, she's not wrong, but...
I suppose it's also difficult to be an enforcer, since you switched career paths. I see prison happened to be our first choice.
Okay. I thought he was behind that, but okay. Zayne walks to the desk and methodically empties the evidence bag. My enforcer badge and phone emerge. He then retrieves a file box from the bookshelf and places its contents on the desk.
You smuggled frenzy enhancer. The life of an enforcer is more exciting than I imagined.
Okay. Alright, so I guess it wasn't Zayne's doing. They really are just trying to shut her up. I take 2 steps forward and close the file. I was framed. I've never done stuff like that. The LCBI's procedures are strange this time around. They never presented any evidence or witnesses. I didn't even get interrogated.
When the charges, evidence, and witnesses are fabricated, presenting them is almost pointless.
Okay, thank God. I mean, I knew, but still.
As for these irregularities you spoke of, to a majority of people who are unfamiliar with these procedures, it would appear the LCBI is eager to punish a law-breaking employee. They can easily spin this story to the public as them responsibly cleaning house.
Yep, MC is just the scapegoat. So, are you siding with the LCBI, Warden? You don't plan to release me? I had no idea a person's guilt could be decided so easily. I'm impressed with the justice system's efficacy. I deliberately say each word slowly. Defiant, I furrow my brow and lock eyes with Zayne. Will I have a better chance of achieving my goal if I stopped here and voluntarily brought up our past? Maybe. Oh, okay. Well, 5 years is a long time. I guess she's not sure where his loyalties lie. But I can't bring myself to use our time together as a leverage in this situation. I don't know why. Because it's disingenuous.
Why don't we listen to this first?
Oh. Zayne slightly lowers his head, reaches into a desk drawer, and pulls out a voice recorder. He slides it across the table toward me and presses the play button.
These are voices from within the LCBI. I would assume you're more familiar with them than I am.
Oh, wow. The bureau chief, the operations sector manager, and the enforcer who arrested me. The recording details the entire process of a plot to frame me. My arrest and imprisonment are their crowning achievements. Well, I don't experience this every day. I get to listen to people scheming against me.
You'll inevitably be more eye-catching when you're in a high position.
I barely had the chance to shine before they decided to get rid of me. What a grand spectacle I turned out to be. You don't plan on handing over this voice recorder, right? By letting me listen to it, you're trying to see if you can make a deal with me.
You're quick on the uptake. It seems you matured a little since then.
How dare. How dare. Zayne proposes I become his informant within the prison. My objective is to get close to a certain prisoner. His name is Levy. He's a former employee of Ever's Biological Sciences Research Department. 5 years ago, he was involved in a series of classified experiments. Rumors suggest that after those experiments, the Predator virus first appeared in Lincoln and began to spread uncontrollably.
You need to obtain a list of personnel from him. It will ideally name everyone involved with the classified experiments.
Sorry, I just want to pause for a bit. I just want to say that this is really cool. Like, the way the story is unfolding. Like, it really feels like an AU. And how they're both collaborating. It feels great. It feels nice. Like, it feels like an action movie. It's cool. I love it. I love how this card is going.
I believe that with your investigation skills, gaining his trust shouldn't pose much of a challenge. Once you complete this task, I can either clear your name or create a fake identity so you can leave Lincoln City. The choice is yours.
Okay. Noticing my hesitation, Zayne sits down and slides the voice recorder toward me again.
I could simply give you this and let you walk out. However, the people targeting you won't give up so easily. You might have the misfortune of getting more than just a prison sentence next time.
What if I told everyone that the warden is a predator and he's secretly running a prison filled with other predators? I know it's an empty threat, but I can't help but push my luck. Why? I don't understand. Why would she do this? He's giving her pretty good options. But I guess it's also dangerous because he's asking her to be his accomplice into uncovering like a giant organization scale threat. Which can be dangerous, I admit, yes. But the rewards are pretty good, isn't it?
Go ahead. Let's see who they're more likely to believe. The warden, or a prisoner accused of smuggling frenzy enhancer.
Very true. Agreed to assist. I don't really have a choice, huh? You're less like a doctor and more like a wolf wearing a white coat. I like it.
Why, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
And you really should. I take the voice recorder. My frustration is obvious as I rack my brain for a way to gain the upper hand in this conversation. We'll discuss what happens after our deal once I succeed. If you want my help, then you should let me set some conditions.
So long as they're within my jurisdiction, we can discuss them.
In that case... wait, I want my pet turtle? I want special meals at night. I want to freely move around. I want a private cell. I want my pet turtle? But I don't know if I want to bring the turtle in the cell. Can I go through all of this? Okay, I'm gonna say I want a private cell first, because a lady in a prison area with a bunch of predators who want me dead, yeah, I would like a private cell. So I would like MC to get a private cell. I want a private cell, preferably one quietly tucked away in a corner. Zayne rubs his fingertips as if to contemplate. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but I can see a hint of amusement playing at the corners of his mouth.
All right. Keeping you away from the other inmates will lower the chances of any incidents occurring by 50%.
What does he mean by incidents? It's kind of scary. I'm the textbook example of a law-abiding citizen. I would never stir up trouble on purpose. Oh, he's saying we're the trouble. Goddamn. Okay.
Perhaps. However, when self-defense is involved, I'm afraid that's another story.
Oh, okay. So indirectly, we are the trouble. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank God we can do everything. I want to freely move around. Wait, I'm worried. I'll say I want special meals at night first. What if I can only choose 2? I want special meals prepared for me every night. The slop they serve in the prison cafeteria is too miserable for my stomach. Fried chicken, barbecue skewers, hot pot, steak. Don't you crave food like that after spending so much time in prison?
I'm not a prisoner. I can have all of those whenever I leave this place.
Well, okay. Well, guess who can't, Zayne? Guess who can't? Then why don't you take me...
The answer is no.
Oh, okay. I want to freely move around. Okay, I guess I can pick all, huh? Aside from the usual prison stuff, I want to freely move around.
What will you do with this freedom?
Come see you? I narrow my eyes and reveal a mischievous smile. I can do a lot of things. Maybe I'll walk around when I'm bored. Or I'll secretly observe the warden all day.
I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. My workday isn't exactly riveting. Considering our need to monitor certain individuals, however, I suppose I could allow it.
Although, it would be very obvious that he's favoring her, especially if the guards around the area could see her walking around. Because then he would have to tell everyone, right? He'd either have to really trust those guards, or those guards are just really scared of him.
Whether or not the guards will cooperate...
Oh, well, there you go.
It's hard to say.
Ah, okay. I like how this game is thinking about that. Like, it's not a loophole, because it is an obvious loophole, right? If they didn't add that in. I want my pet turtle. I want you to bring my pet turtle here. Sure, it'll live for a long time, but that doesn't mean it can survive without food or water. I also don't have anyone who can take care of it in my place.
All right.
I hold out my hand to Zayne. I look forward to working with you, Mr. Warden.
Likewise, Miss Informant.
Oh gosh, he's so dreamy, what the hell? Oh, before I forget, I have one thing to add to my list of conditions. Can I take this box of candy with me before I go? Smirking, I point to the container hidden among the books, and for the first time, I see a crack in Zayne's usually stoic expression.
You can.
Oh. Okay, why? Are they not really candies? Okay. The prison the warden manages is under the court system's jurisdiction. All captured predators in Lincoln are here. Oh. Okay, maybe he isn't exactly doing nasty experiments on him. Maybe he's trying to cure them. The warden himself is mysterious and rarely appears in person unless it's absolutely necessary. The fact very few people have seen him was often discussed in whispers during my time in the LCBI. Now that I think about it, his reputation for being mysterious and rarely appearing probably stems from two things. First, Zayne has always been this way, and he needs to hide the fact he's a predator. There's no way I believe working with Zayne will go smoothly. But no matter how much I prepared myself, I didn't expect my first challenge to be... what? Huh?
Why don't you sit with me, boss?
Okay. What can I say, MC? You are a gorgeous thing, so...
Don't listen to him, boss. Sit over here instead.
Boss. I like how they're calling her boss. In the cafeteria, I stand with my tray. I'm not sure how to deal with the eager faces blocking my path.
Boss, tell us how you managed to survive the warden's interrogation.
Oh, okay. So they made her like the alpha because she survived an interrogation. Okay.
Come on, share your secrets. You're the first one we've ever seen come back alive.
Damn.
The people before who met him, well, they're dead now.
When they say it like so easily, carefree, so carefree. Yeah, you know those people? Yeah, they're dead now. What has Zayne been doing in this prison? These inmates are probably two-faced. They'll say something else when my back is turned. I shouldn't get too involved in with them. Excuse me, move out of the way, please. I don't have anything special to share. I'm more concerned about getting food in my stomach. I'm about to shake them off when I spot my target. Levy is standing in the sea of people. Well, if you really want to know about my experience, it's nothing too extraordinary. I clear my throat, and sure enough, Levy turns his gaze towards me. I'll make my presence known for now, then I can try to talk to him in private later. First things first, you need to keep your cool. Don't let him see you sweat if you're negotiating. Then you need to have a useful skill or two, like lockpicking. Trust me, when you're restrained to a chair, knowing how to pick a lock can be the difference between life and death. I felt that in my ear. A familiar chuckle rises from the crowd. For a moment, I think my ears are playing tricks on me. When I find the owner, I know I'm not seeing things. Zayne is standing right in front of me, however... What? Oh! Huh? What? Is he going undercover in his own prison? But won't the guards recognize him? What?
That guy's fresh meat, boss. I don't know why he's here, but they say he's one of the predators with a laundry list of crimes.
And yet you think it's smart for us to do something about this guy? Because that's the only reason you're telling me this.
Can you move over? I want to eat here.
He's already marking his territory? This baby's got some guts.
Oh. I'm shocked. Then I look at Zayne and mouth to him. Don't tell me you're here just to see me squirm. Zayne glances in my direction but doesn't respond. Instead, he calmly navigates through the crowd and sits next to me. He starts eating his meal as if he doesn't have a care in the world. I guess he is worried about her safety in the end. Alright, show's over. Beat it. I need to talk to our new friend here.
You're doing well behind bars. As expected of an enforcer.
Well, I have someone's notorious reputation to thank for that. One quick trip to the office put me above everyone else.
Are you referring to those rumors?
Why do you look guilty?
They're nothing more than necessary deterrents against the predators.
Oh, okay, so they're lies. I feel like Zayne in this timeline is a little sus. I don't know why, but he was really sweet earlier. I'm about to chuckle at his remark when I notice Levy is still watching me. I quickly compose myself and look at Zayne with a stern expression.
He knows who you are.
Oh.
You are the renowned enforcer from the LCBI. The media covered your exploits in apprehending the predators.
And yet she still thinks she hasn't done anything big? Like she hadn't made any, I don't know, extraordinary contributions to society? I don't know why she thinks that. Oh? Then did you watch their reports?
There were so many of them. It was hard not to.
I bet the headlines only talk about the murder of that councilman, though. I observe Zayne's face to see if there's any sort of reaction. Oh, she's still suspicious of him. Unsurprisingly, he remains unfazed. He doesn't even pause in his meticulous efforts to remove every last carrot from his meal. So even the high and mighty warden is a picky eater.
Food preferences aren't limited by one's rank.
That's true, but still. It's funny how that still remains in every timeline. Be honest with me, why are you interested in that list of personnel?
Does it matter to you?
Of course, we're working together, so we should at least be honest with each other. You seem to know everything about me, but I'm in the dark when it comes to you. This kind of one-sided partnership doesn't inspire confidence. Zayne sets down his chopsticks and his expression becomes solemn.
I need to recover the solution that can cure the predators of their disease.
Oh, okay, alright. Okay, alright, so I predicted that, but I'm surprised he's telling her.
Long before everything began, the lab researching protocore veins had already discovered it might be the cause.
Alright, I don't know why I didn't figure that out, but yeah, all of this is because of a protocore.
The formula for the solution was also nearly complete. It was when Ever stepped in and conducted those secret experiments that the radiation leak occurred, along with the theft of the formula.
So you believe the culprit is involved with those experiments? Zayne nods. It's possible, but how do you know all this?
I was one of the researchers.
Whoa. Huh.
Did my honesty put you at ease?
Okay, yeah, that's true. It did. Thank you. My chopsticks freeze in midair as I'm about to eat. I'm stunned by this bombshell that was casually dropped. My brain short-circuits for a moment. Gathering my thoughts, I brace myself. I try to ask more questions while pretending to be calm. So the murders of those officials and businessmen who profited from the Predator virus were also because...
Lunchtime's over!
You certainly became quite the investigator.
Wait, one last question. Is she trying to see if he's innocent? As he gets up to leave, I grab the hem of his shirt. What shirt? What shirt? Where? Do you mean the countless belts on him? But MC, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Because what I see is the absence of a shirt. Why are you pretending to be a prisoner?
It's because my informant seems to have made a few enemies here.
Oh, he's saying he did that for her. It's nap time. I lie back on the bed after feeding my turtle, but I'm still wide awake. I can't fall asleep. Zayne, he's... I wonder how many new looming shadows he got in the past 5 years. I'm not sure if he's still the person I once knew so well. What's his goal? Will he use the solution to save people? Would it be naive of me to assume that maybe he wants to profit from this too? Is that being naive? I don't know. Wouldn't being naive be the opposite of this? Because she's basically being suspicious. Restless and anxious, I toss and turn in bed. Something under my pillow digs into my cheek. I lift up my pillow and find the box of candy I took from Zayne's office. It's tasty. As the sweetness floods my mouth, my suspicions about him slowly melt away. Someone with a sweet tooth can't be a villain, right? Getting close to someone and digging up information is child's play for me. Oh, I thought there would be something else after that. Day 2. Wow, that was all day 1. It's yard time. In the surveillance camera's blind spot, I rub my wrists and nudge the predator's inmates I took down the side with my foot. What? Why? Then I extend my hand to Levy, who's huddled in the corner. Oh, he was getting bullied. Alright, I dealt with all of them. You can get up now. I notice the syringe he's trying to hide. Chuckling, I take it from him and turn it over in my hands. Frenzy Enhancer. One shot turns a predator into a raging powerhouse. It's the go-to choice for a prison break. Giving out Frenzy Enhancer in prison? You live up to your reputation for being an ever employee. But you're terrible at this. Your clients are threatening you before you settle on a price. You suck at being a drug dealer.
Why did you butt in? It's none of your business.
Oh, I actually feel bad for this guy suddenly.
You're not an enforcer anymore. You have no right to touch me.
I mean, she was just helping you, bro. Of course I won't lay a finger on you, but... I turn Levy around and direct his attention to Zayne, who's sitting nearby. The same can't be said about him. Did you know? He got himself thrown in here so he can kill you. Oh, wow, MC. As Zayne looks over, I meet his gaze and silently urge him to play along with the story I made up to win Levy's trust.
What do you want?
Isn't it obvious? I threw myself into a cell to protect you. I lean toward Levy's ear and make sure my words are oozed with sincerity. Even though you're a predator, it ever hasn't given up on you. Levy remains on high alert. A made-up story isn't enough to lower his guard. I figured. I was thinking there's no way it's that easy. It'll take a while for me to win his trust and get him to talk about the list of names I need. Meanwhile, Zayne uses his authority as WARDEN and orders a crackdown on Frenzy Enhancer in the prison. He's subtly pushing Levy into a corner. I bide my time. It won't be long until Levy comes to me. However, I didn't expect things to go the way they did. Why? Things are getting kind of ominous now. What's going on over there? What is going on over there?
Someone's trying to break out with Frenzy Enhancer. Again. That stuff is bad. I tried it once and nearly lost it. I almost turned into a monster, you know? Luckily, I managed to keep it together.
I feel bad for this prisoner A. I'm about to ignore the whole thing until I see Zayne standing in the crowd. I hesitate before deciding to approach him. As I get closer, bone-chilling cold envelops me. A shiver runs down my spine. Why, what happened? What? Eh? Huh? What? Huh? Why does he have the thing on his face now? A razor-sharp icicle erupts from the ground and impales the inmate driven insane by the Frenzy Enhancer. He just killed him like that! A swarm of prison guards rushes to the scene with weapons and riot shields. They quickly form an impenetrable barrier. They quickly form an impenetrable barrier around the exit. Zayne glances at the predators lying on the ground, then his gaze shifts to the one still standing.
Whose side are you on? Are you one of us? Or just a puppet?
Oh, wow.
If you're on our side, then why the hell are you killing your fellow predators? I swear, I'm getting out of here today. Whatever it takes.
Oh, okay. So he's the one trying to break out. The frenzied inmate injects the frenzy enhancer into his neck. He can't handle the violent stimulation and is overwhelmed by the sudden surge of strength. He falls to his knees, but in the next second, it's as if an invisible force yanks him up. Like a zombie, he lunges at Zayne.
They're dead. They're dead.
Oh. All the predator's inmates have backed away. They leave Zayne alone as he stands in the grisly scene of ice and blood. Oh jeez, okay. I don't know, like this is really calling back to Dawnbreaker and it's kind of making me sad again. Wary, surprised, and the murderous gazes... Oh, sorry, wait a second. Wary, surprised, and murderous gazes are fixated on Zayne. The air crackles with tension. He could become the target of their collective wrath at any moment. A voice inside me screams that I have to get him out. I can't leave him here. Zayne! When Zayne sees me, his emotionless expression flickers for a moment.
Don't just stand there.
Eh? Nani? Why? What? Why? I grab his wrist and pull him away from the chaotic mess. Did he mean MC? Dodging the watchful eyes of the prison guards, I decided to lead Zayne to his office. It's the safest place I can think of. Oh, she dragged him out of there. But after guiding him through the corridors of what feels like an eternity, I realized I don't know how to get to his office from here.
Are you giving me a tour of my own prison? Perhaps I should show you around instead.
Oh. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. I don't know why I could feel the fresh air coming in. It's late. The prison, still reeling from the recent incident, is steeped in an uneasy silence. From the top of the watchtower, I gaze down at the courtyard. The chaos from earlier seems small and distant. You probably have a target on your back now. Everyone will be watching you and waiting for an opportunity to strike. I'm not in the mood to appreciate the night's scenery. Instead, I lean against the railing as I look at Zayne.
And by dragging me away in front of everyone, you're in the same boat as me.
That is true. I did not think about that. But I'm close to getting my hands on that list. This whole thing will be over soon.
In that case, congratulations. You'll be free soon.
Okay. I shake my head. There's no real freedom here. The city before us is like a scale model. The northern and southern districts are divided as two distinct cages within the same skyline. Wow. Zayne, is there a place you'd like to see? Have you ever thought about leaving Lincoln?
No.
Although I had a feeling he'd say that, hearing it still makes Muse Riley smile. You have a knack for shutting down conversations. It's quiet for a bit, then I take a step toward him. My feet touches Zayne's shadow. When this is all over, do you want to leave with me?
Where do you want to go?
Haven't really thought about it that much, but I know I won't be staying in Lincoln. Maybe I'll head to a small remote town. It'll be a place without any predators. As I ponder this, Zayne asks another question.
What do you think the LCBI will do once they catch the serial killer they've been chasing after for 5 years?
Interrogation, detention, trial, and conviction. The specific charges would determine the final outcome.
I imagine it won't end well for him.
Okay, but the LCBI is full of cowards. I'm the only one who dared to go after you. Huh?
Is that so?
Eh? What? Is she saying she knows? Oh, sorry. I don't know the answer. I notice his slightly downcast gaze and realize something. I might not be able to take him with me. I look away and gaze at the southern district in the distance where Axel Clinic is located. Do you want to end this as a guilty man? Or would you rather leave your past behind and start anew? He doesn't answer, or maybe his response is carried away by the wind that howls around us. Oh, MC knows! That's why she went investigating? Because she sort of already knew? Okay. Okay. So, I guess she's driven to prove that... Maybe not to prove that he's innocent, but I guess she wants to know why. Like, she doesn't believe he'd do this without a reason. And she sort of just learned the reason already the day before. Yeah, I always knew MC was a smart cookie, but sometimes she surprises me even. After the small riot, Zayne and I become the most feared individuals in the entire prison. Levy should have felt the same way. However, the report we built over the few months? Okay, so all that happened in day 2, and then after that, months passed. Right? Okay. Okay. However, the rapport we built over the past few months was what solidified his trust in me. Maybe seeing Zayne kill a predator got to him. The next morning, he gave me the list of names I was after. And just like that, I finished my task. At lunch, I place a carrot on Zayne's tray. It's a signal we agreed upon. Yet as we sit across from each other, I find myself wishing our farewell could be delayed for a little while longer.
0905, it's time for the warden's interrogation.
As night falls, Zayne summons me to the interrogation room using his authority as warden. It's all part of the plan. Huh? What sort of room is this? What? Once the guard's footsteps fade, I easily slip out of my restraints again. There are rumors about me escaping the warden's interrogations unscathed, but this is my first time in the interrogation room. Ah, okay. So this is to interrogate predators, that's why there's a cage, got it. While waiting for Zayne, I pace back and forth. My attention is drawn to the array of interrogation tools mounted on the wall. Okay. No wonder Zayne has such a fearsome reputation. He has a wide variety of gadgets. Handcuffs, whips... I'm sorry. It's not painting the exact image that the story is hoping, but it's definitely painting something. What's this? I haven't seen anything like it before.
It's a clamp.
Okay. I turn around and see Zayne standing right behind me. He had entered the interrogation room without making a sound.
It's typically used to clamp a prisoner's fingers, so it can inflict intense pain.
Okay, not exactly the clamp I was thinking. What's a not typical use for it? Why are you asking, MC?
It can be hung on the wall as a decoration.
What is this? Okay, alright. Okay, yeah, that is definitely Zayne's bland humor. Okay. Okay. As he speaks, he takes a seat at a table off to the side. Only then do I notice the steaming hot food that will serve as a midnight snack. Oh, wow, snacks in an interrogation room. Is that supposed to be my last meal?
If that's what you want to call it.
Having what could potentially be my last meal while surrounded by torture devices, this is definitely a first. With a slight smile, I relay the names Levy had given me to Zayne. Once I finish listing everything, an unusual silence falls over the interrogation room. It's only broken by the occasional simmering from the soup. So I guess now that Zayne has those lists, he's going to disappear again and like start killing those people off, right? And then it kind of seems like he plans to turn himself in.
The 7th provision, which discusses the containment of predators, will be in effect starting tomorrow. Certain predator organizations have already issued warnings about their retaliation.
We learned about that in Xavier's card.
In other words, Lincoln can no longer be considered a safe place after tomorrow.
I'll wait until the chaos dies down before...
You need to leave before then.
What I was about to say dies in my throat. I sigh, nod, and swallow the rest of my words. If I abruptly leave, the inmates will think I died during the warden's interrogation.
I'll fabricate a plausible charge for you.
5 years ago, I never could have imagined that I'd leave Lincoln as a criminal. Back then, I blink. 5 years felt like an eternity. I can barely recall why I went to the Northern District in the first place. I thought that by becoming an enforcer, then operations section manager, and eventually bureau chief, I could make Lincoln a slightly better place. Looking back, I see how incredibly naive those thoughts were.
Some things aren't easy to accomplish.
You told me the same thing 5 years ago.
Yet I was just as naive as you were back then.
Lost in his memories, Zayne lowers his head with a faint smile. As he recalls the past, his features appear noticeably softer.
When I still worked at the clinic, I believed that the solution would solve everything. But the effects of the mental anomalies had long since transcended the physical realm. Lincoln City was split in two, not just because of the mutations.
Okay. Is that why you chose to become the warden? I pick up my drink and gently clink it against the rim of Zayne's glass. To who we were 5 years ago.
To who we were 5 years ago.
That's so sad. I'm so... My farewell with Zayne is as serene as I have anticipated. After finishing our meal, we climb the watchtower once more. We silently watch the last traces of moonlight fade over Lincoln's skyline. That was fast. For the past few months, I felt like I had stepped into a snow globe where time was frozen. It wasn't until I left the prison that I realized winter had silently crept into Lincoln City. At home, I found myself in another snow globe of sorts. I rarely went outside for weeks. I lost myself in travel websites as I searched for a new place to call home. Several months later, breaking news appeared on every major news outlet. ever had collapsed, and in its demise, the solution capable of curing the predators was made public. Zayne did it! A long-standing barrier was finally crumbling. I knew Zayne was involved with this. Wow! I did not think we would get a resolution! As people flooded the streets, a photographer captured a poignant moment, an ordinary citizen and a predator tightly embracing each other. Oh. That night, I received a special delivery. It was a folder containing my prisoner information, the new identity Zayne prepared for me, and a voice recorder that could prove my innocence. The new life I yearned for had finally arrived. The day before I leave Lincoln City, I can't resist dialing the number Zayne gave me 5 years ago. I know no one will answer it. For the past 5 years, I only heard the lifeless beeping of a busy signal whenever I called. But even if I only hear that, I want to listen to it one more time before I leave. Oh, MC. To my surprise, the call actually goes through this time.
What is it?
Huh? Oh. It's nothing. I looked at the file. You came up with an impressive crime for me. I skirt around the real reason for my call. I idly flip through the files as I try to sound lighthearted.
You attempted to assassinate the warden, so you were killed on the spot. After all, the public sees him as a cruel, ruthless individual. No one would question the authenticity of the charge.
I guess I contributed to the warden's fearsome reputation. But aren't you worried about blowing your cover as a serial killer? What will the warden do in that scenario? The other end of the call is silent for a few seconds. When Zayne speaks again, he changes the subject.
When are you leaving Lincoln?
I'll be on a plane tomorrow morning. He has no intention of telling me anything else.
Have you decided where you'll settle down?
Yes. It's a small city that's far away from Lincoln. The winters are long there, but it's somehow always warm. I carefully choose my words, but I really want to ask if there will be a second reunion for us.
It sounds like a wonderful place.
Knowing that he won't give me a definitive answer, I can't bring myself to ask about our future. The words never leave my lips, even as our conversation comes to an end. Well, are they seriously going to be doomed even in this AU? That's not right. Come on. My flight has been delayed until this evening. Okay. Thanks to the delay, I got a call from my ex-subordinate. It's related to the warden. All of Lincoln is in an uproar because of it. Oh. The warden, Zayne, is actually the SSS-class predator serial killer Galen, whom authorities have been pursuing. Yeah, he turned himself in. I knew he would do that. As the perpetrator responsible for the deaths of multiple citizens, Zayne's trial will be conducted with all of Lincoln watching. A new era is on the horizon, and his execution will herald its... Execution? Eh? Why? Sorry, I couldn't... Wait, sorry. Why would a serial killer they couldn't catch for 5 years be only exposed today? Yeah, he turned himself in. Forcing myself to calm down, I leave my home, but my pace quickens until I break into a run. I need to see Zayne one last time. I need to hear the truth from him. I need to know, can he actually end everything without regrets? While I'm no longer an enforcer, flashing my old badge is enough to get me past the unsuspecting guards. Wow. I navigate through the prison's corridors on a path I've walked countless times before. I make my way up to the second floor. Zayne has shut himself away in the interrogation room. It's the very same one where we said goodbye. But then who's gonna interrogate him? Oh no, I don't like this. I push open the door, and there he is, that familiar figure I haven't seen in a long time. Hearing me enter, he turns around. Surprise flashes across his face before his typical calm demeanor appears. He intentionally gave himself up at a time that he thought MC would be on a plane, so she wouldn't know. But little did he know, her plane was delayed. He knew that this would be the ending. and he just wanted her to have like a new beginning without any traces of, you know, all this, so she could live freely. And that's like, he's taking him out of the equation, and that's really heartbreaking. Why does Zayne's cards always have to be so sad?
I recall you saying you'd be on a plane this morning.
So you deliberately waited until it was evening to release the news? That way I wouldn't find out? Exactly!
Your presence here means my plan failed.
Your plan? My throat tightens. I'm not sure if what I feel is anger, but my fists are so tightly clenched that they start to hurt. You never intended to survive this. You've been planning to end it all, including yourself.
Every TV channel, newspaper, and radio station is announcing it. A new era will arrive with the breaking dawn.
Oh my god. Dawnbreaker. Wow. Wow, that they just had to put in that line, didn't they? Oh, wow, I felt like a train just hit me, slammed into me, like full body slam. Wow, okay.
Lincoln is being set on a correct path. The murders and crimes of the past must also be eliminated. I thought you, as an enforcer, would understand that criminals must be punished for their past deeds.
The criminals have been punished. The predators and ordinary people get to live in peace, and Lincoln City will be ushered into a new era. But what about you? I take a step toward him to close the distance. Our heavy breaths mingled in the air between us. Zayne, have you gained anything from this? He doesn't answer. I take another step. Don't you want anything in this life? Stop talking about Lincoln, the virus, and the solution. What I want to know is related to you, Zayne. Have you ever wanted anything for yourself?
Are you here because you wanted to ask me that question?
MC's gonna make me cry. Shit, damn it. What if I say yes? Will you answer me then? I look up at him. We're so close to each other that our shadows merge into one. Oh, his ears. I'm about to take another step when Zayne suddenly furrows his brow. Grimacing, he turns away.
You should go.
No, I won't leave until you answer me. But Zayne, are you... Oh. Okay. I guess his emotional state is causing him to go into a frenzy, maybe? Noticing Zayne's unusual expression, I grab his wrist. His skin is burning hot to the touch. He's about to go into a frenzy.
I told you. You should go.
No, I refuse. I walk away and lock the door to the interrogation room. They said that when a predator goes into a frenzy, the desire to have what they truly want overwhelms them. Zayne, have you ever gone into a frenzy before?
No. I know how to control myself.
You implanted an activator in yourself, didn't you?
But that doesn't mean a predator like me won't harm the person standing in front of them.
Damn. I have so many things I want to say knowing this, but I won't become a predator.
You'll die.
You already killed me once before. You accused me of trying to assassinate the warden. I haven't gotten the chance to see if I could actually do it. I grab the chains hanging from the ceiling of the interrogation room and wrap them around Zayne's wrist. Do you have to restrain yourself all the time?
Is that what you want me to do?
No, at least that's not what I want right now. Is MC actually encouraging him to get into a frenzy zone just because she wants him to, like, let go for once? I don't know if that's a smart thing to do, MC. I take the muzzle from the wall and secure it around Zayne's head. Oh, he doesn't resist and allows me to restrain him. I have no idea what's going on in his head. But I'll find out soon enough. Zayne grabs another chain and hands it to me. As he does this, I notice his gaze becoming more intense. His breathing is more ragged. Oh dear. Oh, are we... Oh my god, it's happening.
If you're trying to break someone's chains, don't be afraid of the danger they bring.
Oh shit. Okay, okay. Wasn't I supposed to die here anyway? Oh, wow. That's for personal reasons. Wait, what? Ah, I forgot about this! Okay, I know how to do this. I've done it before.
Isn't a game.
Whoa. This Zayne... Okay, I got it.
Have you thought about the consequences?
I have not, clearly. Oh, he's trying to control.
I don't know what I'll do to you.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yo, Zayne's English VA is really bringing it. Holy shit. Wow. And the expression... Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, continue. You're only going to hurt yourself more by fighting to stay in control. Huh?
Frenzy enhancer?
What?
You're going to use it on me.
What? Yes, the warden should be well aware of how it affects the predators. Why? Wait. Do you see Zayne's face right now? Holy shit. He is totally looking forward to it. Why? Oh dear, I cannot... Oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. Stop holding yourself back. You need to confront your true Did he just... Did his... Did he just unleash the beast within him so much that his chest harness just burst out? That's so funny. Oh god. Oh, okay, we have to examine his body. Don't mind if I do. Let me just very respectfully examine him for reasons oh, okay. Eh? I am very scared of where this arrow is pointing right now. Oh, okay, thank God. Eh? Oh, no, maybe not. Don't worry, I'll take good care of you.
You want me to submit?
Oh shit. Huh? Do I have to? Huh? What?
Let me take what I desire first.
Initiating full body scan of the target.
Why don't you touch me and find out?
What the? Oh, wait, I know this. Okay, I have to do this gently. Oh, no. Gently. Okay. Keep it there. Okay, Jesus Christ. Wait. It's not over. I remember. It's not over.
What will you do next?
Oh, I don't. God. Okay. Okay. What? Why? What was the reason? What was the point? Like, what was the purpose for that? Is she just like pressing everywhere, figuring whether that's the activator? I cannot. MC is a wild one. Okay, wow. And yet Zayne looks so happy right now.
Don't stop.
Oh shit! So what happened? Okay. I wanna say I want to say, can you two like stop for now? What is this? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. It's so funny, but it's also kind of weird because this is supposed to be a life and death situation, and yet some reason these two are getting it down and dirty for some reason. Eh? Oh. Oh, she unbuckled it.
Impressive.
Why? Eh? Oh. I'm putting my mouse here because I'm ready to like...
No. There's only one thing left to do.
Oh, he's gonna bite. So that's where the what? Where is it? Where? What is she touching?
Become my prisoner.
Huh?
Or my master.
What? What did she... Did she just... Did... Okay, never mind.
You can never leave me.
Oh. Oh dear, that was kind of sad. Okay. Winter returns once more. As I watch the light snow falling outside my window, it dawns on me another year has passed since Zayne and I last parted ways in that interrogation room. Huh? In the aftermath of that day, I walked away on my own, the bitter truth that I couldn't take him with me. I'd known that all along. Oh, okay, so she literally just went in there to confirm what they both want, and she was scared that he would leave this world without any... But he's... They did not, did they? Even when he confessed that I was what he wanted, it wouldn't have stopped him. He's always been this way. Deep down, I've known it from the start. After moving to this small city, I severed almost all ties with Lincoln City. I made a conscious effort to avoid any news about him, too. What? I convinced myself that if I didn't see anything about him, I wouldn't think about him anymore. Then this morning, someone told me that a new doctor in town had opened a small clinic called AXO just a few blocks away. Okay! Whew, okay. I rush home, snatch up my pet turtle from its cozy sunbathing spot, and dash off to AXO. Okay. Phew, okay. After a year apart, the silhouette I yearned for is finally before me once more. How did he get out?
What is it?
Oh, Doctor Zayne, I think my pet turtle might be sick. It's been really lethargic. It doesn't even want to sunbathe anymore. Can you look at it? Trying to hide the fact I'm breathless from my sprint, I stand in front of him. My gaze lands on his face.
Miss, this clinic only treats human patients.
I see. Detecting a hint of amusement in his voice, I can't help but mirror his smile. Oh, well, I think I'm coming down with something. Would you mind giving me a checkup? I love this. In the evening, I return with a bag of snacks from the store. The kitchen light is on and Zayne is cooking steak. My turtle watches him through the glass partition between the doorway and the kitchen. I'm home. Oh, they live together. I peek into the kitchen. Zayne stops what he's doing and faces me.
You can cut the cake. It's on the dining table.
What's the occasion? I walk over to the dining table where a freshly baked cake sits. Its enticingly sweet aroma permeates the room.
Today is a special day.
The cake is inscribed with the words, Happy New Beginning for Avestis. Oh.
Happy New Beginning.
No. Happy... Instead of happy birthday, it's a happy new... Oh! That was such a... That was so... I'm so happy that ended happily. Oh. Okay, so... I have a lot to say about Zayne's very rash decision. I feel like it says a lot about his character, but I'm just gonna check out the bad ending. So I'm happy we went through the happy ending. So I almost kind of don't want to check the bad ending, seeing as I feel like I know what it means. Like, he gets executed, is it? I feel like that means he gets executed, and that scares me a little. I don't know if I want to watch that. But okay, for the sake of this video, I shall also check out the bad ending. I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. Now I'm not gonna press. Oh, wow.
You should be more careful.
After he's the one that goes up and bites her. Okay.
Stop. Leave while you still have the chance.
Oh, that's sad. So even after biting, they act like... okay.
You still want to get closer?
Oh, this is interesting. The lines that they say. Huh? Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. As my consciousness begins to fade, I feel a searing kiss on my lips. Oh, it just skips to the end. Okay. He seems to be saying something, but I can't hear his words. Huh? I'm not sure how much time has passed before the pain from my bite wound jolted me awake again. Alright, she can't be turned. I find myself alone in the interrogation room. Zayne is gone. Unable to find him, I have no choice but to leave the prison. I catch my delayed flight and bid farewell to Lincoln City, my childhood home. I settle down in a small town and focus on finding a quieter life. Oh, okay. I never see Zayne again. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Okay. I avoid any news reports that related to him, so as long as I don't look, he might still exist in this world. Oh. So yeah, he did get executed. Snow greets the small town for the winter. Frost blooms on my window and obscures the scenery outside. The muddled sight reminds me of when my vision blurred after Zayne bit me. Suddenly I recall what Zayne said to me in the interrogation room.
Goodbye. Now, there's only one thing left to do. You chose to remain in this cage. You're not allowed to leave as you please.
Okay, I just want to say how intense Zayne really is. First off, it's kind of cool how even in this alternate universe, they're still touching on the topic about Zayne's complete and absolute control over himself. So in the Lincoln timeline, he had to be very strict with his daily routines in order to like regulate himself due to his weak control over his evil, because his evil can go crazy. But now you top it on with the whole predator thing. He has to really like exercise a large amount of restraint just in order to be able to never put himself into a frenzy. And I feel that's why he is also a little scared around MC. Because if you think about it, MC is the only one that can sort of like melt his controls. Which is what we saw during the Kindled scene. She so easily rattled him up and that he was going into a frenzy. And like for me, going into a frenzy is really considered life and death. But then we also get context that MC doesn't really turn when she gets bitten. So I guess that's why she thought it was okay as long as he was restrained. And to her, in her mind, when they go in a frenzy, then they become very true to what they really want in the moment. And she really wanted him to admit that there is something he wants, which is why he shouldn't just let go of this life so easily. because of how harsh he was on himself. I guess his morals with life, and not to mention, you know, the whole thing about being a doctor, being there to help people. Sorry, let me just lower this down. He couldn't forgive himself for being part of the reason that the whole Lincoln City was turned upside down into chaos. That one scene where they talked about how a predator and a normal civilian started hugging each other, he realized that his research has torn the lives of many people, torn people away from their family, and created like a rift. Because if you think about it, that's like many years apart, away from their loved ones. And then not to mention the fear that got instilled into them, that a family member that they love so much could, you know, go crazy and kill them. He feels like this is not just a remedy that can go away just by curing everyone. There's a lot of psychological damage, emotional damage that affected everyone, and he feels heavily responsible for it. And this was his way of atoning for his, you know, quote-unquote sins. Yeah, he's just really hard on himself. So he took it upon himself to just, you know, wipe out all the rotten people, even if it meant going against the law and eventually having to pay for it, you know, in the form of his own life. It's really calling back to his whole Dawnbreaker identity. He didn't care being labeled a vigilante or even a killer in order to keep the peace in Lincoln and to keep people safe, and not wanting people to turn into monsters. And it sort of echoes again here. Kind of makes me a bit upset when I hear people saying like they're not themselves. They're still themselves. They're just put into a situation where they act a little differently, but at the very core they are still themselves. And it's sad to see them being driven to a point where he feels like he has no right to live. But his selfishness of wanting to be with MC, he knows that that would keep him there, and then he would feel guilty for living because he selfishly wants to be with MC, and MC really just wanted him to admit it. So I guess for the happy ending, she let him go into a frenzy and had him admit what he really wants and gave him the courage to, like, I guess forgive himself and then move on. But in the bad ending, he saw what he did to her, right? And he felt like the only way she could have a fresh start is if he himself disappeared from her life, because that's the only way she could live in a safe place. You know, remnants of the past all gone. And that's, you know, like removing himself from the equation. And that's just really, really sad. That really made me upset. All in all, a great card. I love this AU. Like, even though their relationship built differently, you still see like remnants of the current timeline into them. Like Zayne is still very playful, still makes very like dry jokes. And seeing them scheme and work together was really fun to see. I love that. I love that so much. But yeah, great card. Yeah, there were some odd bits in terms of voice acting, especially for the NPCs, but overall, Zayne his English VA did amazing. I enjoyed this card heavily. I think in terms of whether or not this card is needed for you to understand the story, I don't really think so. Like lore-wise, I don't think so. In fact, you have to have knowledge of all his anecdotes and even his previous card in order to fully get the depth of this one. So, do I think you need to pull it in terms of understanding his story? I don't think so. However, it is a really, really good card. Like, for the sake of fun and enjoying the story, I would definitely suggest every Zayne girly out there to pull for it. But of course, if you cannot, then that's also okay. You know, YouTube is there. And also, I just don't think that it brings in anything new in terms of the relationship between the two, especially since this is an alternate universe. But yeah, I really, really love this card. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed that, do like and subscribe if you feel like it. And I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, bye-bye!